Help us plan Better Business for Good TV Season 2. I'm Brenda Thompson, co-founder of the Better Business for Good company and host of Better Business for Good TV. And we're on a mission to help you build a better business and contribute to a better world. I've had loads of fun interviewing 36 fabulous guests for Season 1 of BB4G TV over the past 12 weeks. And I do hope you found it interesting and useful. Now we need your help to plan Season 2. What you liked and what you didn't, what we could do better or differently from Season 1. What would you like to know that will help you build a better business? Fill in the short survey below and help make Season 2 better yet. We'll be back on Tuesday, 6th of October with the first episode, so make sure to have your say today. In the meantime, here are some highlights from the past 12 weeks. Enjoy.
When it comes to the crunch, and the Butte quote I saw last week, I think it was, on an MIT webinar thing was, "We are all startups now."
This is the problem everyone misses out on. They don't look at the market they're in. They're thinking they're all things to all people.
And that sort of flows into a concept which I have, which I'm really big on, which is a fail often, fail fast.
We're reimagining our businesses, the markets we're dealing with, the way our staff work, the way our suppliers supply to us. All of these may change.
Look at what you've got as your cost structure. See, as is the labor correctly put it, how much time do people do to do your manufacturing? How much is your overhead? What is your space requirement? How much is your material cost? Can you bring your material cost down? All those things need to be looked at so that you can see that you can save some money.
Playing field has changed. So I think it's really important to change your mental attitude and go back to the day you started. So I think you need to think like a startup again.
A huge build-up of companies that are out there that should be going insolvent and having external administrators appointed that are not.
I see the other side of the coin, Brenda, in terms of the humanity and how people have rallied together, particularly in the arts and theatre industry.
But it's only by stepping in and like taking that first step and thinking about what your clients need. And then once you get into it, you go, oh, now I can do this next and now I can do that next.
You know, I suppose the main thing that we've found is funders are basically looking after their existing clients.
How do you decide which one is better for your business?
Yeah.
I guess this is one of the questions that I get asked the most. And what I like to say is that it doesn't really matter the system that you go in with, as long as the system is flexible enough so you can customize it to suit your business.
And we are your solution to this to get you to that point. So once you can start communicating like that in a way that is those people will relate to you, then you're going to start to push forward and you're going to be able to start to move your business and grow your business much more.
It's more than just the legal requirement. To be a good employer, you want a safe place to work. You want your staff to feel safe at work.
And I've had clients turn around to me and said, look, I've just lost my second major client. It's cost me 50K and I don't see how I'm going to come out of this.
Look, to be honest, small businesses have just as much opportunity. So every business has a chance, and small businesses are given, I guess, more of an opportunity because there's a lot of questions that lead towards exactly being a small business.
Someone said to me, and it is so true, particularly in debt collection, it's not what you say that will be remembered, it's how you make them feel.
There's a bit more to it. There's things like cyber stalking, industrial espionage and information theft.
First thing that you need to do is choose the TV program, and you need to think about what message you're trying to get at and what show you think.
Definition is a word, phrase, letter, number, sound, smell, shape, logo, picture, movement or aspect of packaging, or a combination of these. Now, that's a bit of a mouthful, but it's very broad and there's some interesting stuff in there.
Having structure in your business is what makes an environment like this easier to evolve and pivot and all those things that we're hearing at the moment, because you have structure.
A lot of businesses are doing it without even realising that that's actually what they're creating, because they've just got a problem and they spend money overcoming it.
And the sort of activities that she was defining around the coffee cart and everything, it is really interesting because
often that's what people will focus on. And whilst it's, I guess, certainly a part of it, it's a very minor part. It's just the easiest to define because it's just a physical event or a thing that's there.
What are they using as the data to make choices and actually communicate with their people?
Because each individual will be very different, each job role will be very different, and the onboarding process is really got to be targeted on individual roles and individual needs.
This is what your position description's about. Now, how do you think you've gone, and are you comfortable with that now after having been here for a month?
A checklist can help a lot. You don't have to remember, and so when the information comes in, we know the client won't have forgotten anything because it's on that checklist, and it just makes our life easier. It makes the person who's onboarding their employee easier, and obviously it makes that new starter their day a lot easier too when they've got access to everything they need.
Brenda, that speaks to, you know, when I'm working with people who are employing salespeople, there's a couple of key fears that people have.
A lot of businesses that are in growth mode are going, hey, I've already got a team in Australia, or maybe they're a solopreneur, and I need to grow, but I can't afford to take on somebody here to do these admin tasks because it just doesn't make sense from a profitability scale.
We hope you enjoyed Better Business for Good TV Season 1. Make sure to fill in the survey form below this video and help us make Season 2 even better.